Hey guys, I'm Mandy, and this is the final part of chapter 1 of The Untethered Soul, my experience and the things that I think about when I'm reading this book. And I hope you guys support the book. I'm going to put a link to it in the description, and please buy the book. I really want for you guys to follow along, not only with my insights and how I perceive this book, but I want you to get your own insights. I want you to get your own personal development from it, and I think it's important that reading the book be a part of that, not just listening to me or to anybody else dissect the book, because we're all going to get something different from it. We're all going to hear what we need to hear. We're all going to see what we need to see. And this journey for me is just trying to open your eyes to a little bit more of what I believe is important about this book, Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. Okay, so buy the book. Okay, so in video number 1, we talked about the two voices that are inside your head. We defined them, we talked about them, we explored that in your head there is the chatter that is happening, created by your brain, but then there's also the witness, right? The witness of that chatter, two separate entities, and that this book defines you as the one that's witnessing the chatter, that you are not the chatter of your brain. Okay, in the second video, we then took it a little further as to what are the roles of these two entities. The chatter is to make sense of the world around you, and the witness is to witness how you're putting everything together. Now, watch those videos, but this next video, this is the last video of this chapter, is going to give you the punchline, okay? So I'm going to read this paragraph to you guys. Love it. It says, true personal growth is about transcending the part of you that is not okay and needs protection. This is done by constantly remember that you are the one inside that notices the voice talking. That is the way out. That is the way out. Oh my God. The one inside who is aware that you are always talking to yourself about yourself is always silent. It is a doorway to the depths of your being. To be aware that you are watching the voice talk is to stand on the threshold of a fantastic inner journey. If used properly, the same mental voice that has been a source of worry, distraction, and general neurosis can become the launching ground for true spiritual awakening. Come to know the one who watches the voice, and you will come to know one of the great mysteries of creation. Now, this is probably one of the heavier sentences of the book that I've read so far, right? Is that come to know the one who watches the voice, and you will come to know one of the great mysteries of creation. Now, that is a big assertion. That is a big piece of, I feel like I will lose people when I say something like that. That is a big piece of, how would you know that? Like, here's the thing, is that I do believe that inner peace, joy, happiness, love comes from removing yourself from the chatter and looking at it from that perspective of, okay, I am not the voice. I am not the chatter. I am not the thing that is trying to put everything into this logical order in my life. And like that I can agree on. But to extend it all the way back to creation is where I kind of feel like that is a big ask for someone. That is a big ask for someone. The logical leap between, this is how I am in the world, to, this will help to explain one of the biggest mysteries of creation. That to me is like, but really? And I'm not saying that it's not true, because I don't know. I'm not saying that it's not true because I don't know. But what I am saying is that I do believe that for myself and for others, in order to reach pure harmony within yourself, to actually align yourself to the good of the world, you do need to practice removing yourself from the fear and the discord that the brain is trying to create. That's my own experience of it. Like, I do feel like all of these things are happening to me, that the source of these like of my thoughts, I can always trace them back to experiences that I have had. Now, whether those experiences have been familial or my friends or societal, or lived experiences that I have personally had, like all these expectations and things that I've seen and witnessed and been a party to, that they will create thoughts in the now. And if I'm not careful, I will run with it so fast. I will create so much chaos in my world because I was not careful with my thoughts. And in later chapters, it gets into how to deal with it, how to cope with it. But in the meantime, I want you guys to really start to see that the thought and the witness are two very different things within you. You can actually, there have been plenty of meditations that I have done that you will sit back and that you will actually observe your thoughts as they're kind of just floating by on a screen, and you just, with amusement, just be like, oh man, I'm having that thought. Oh man, that thought just passed. Why am I thinking that? How did that thought come to be? And all of these things that they just kind of float by. And I have learned through many meditations before that I can remove myself from these thoughts, that these thoughts, they create these like physiological responses within me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I need to indulge in what they are. I can always explore them. I can look for other patterns. I can look for other ways to think about things. I can ask questions to get more information. And all of those things, again, are just a way to sort of make sense of the world that is impossible to make sense of. So you're going to drive yourself crazy just trying to always make everything fit into a box when it's very simple. Is that you just say, hey, there is no box, and I get to just be a witness to, wow, hey, that's happening. Let's go. Let's see where that leads us. Let's go with that. And to just push it into the realm of, hey, okay, I don't know, and I'm fearful, and I have this thing that's happening, and I need to learn to navigate it. And so that was just chapter 1 for this book. That was just the tip of the iceberg. That's just identifying the two entities that are within you, the chatter and the spirit that is witnessing the chatter. And the chatter, whew, for so long, I just was like, that's me. That is me. Like, everything I think is real. Everything I think is the right way to think. Everything I think is the way to navigate the world. I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. Think about how egotistical somebody has to be in order to be right all the time. Yeah. So, we're not going to do that no more. But now that we know that there are these two things, chapter 2 is going to start to delve into more of it. Chapter 2 actually was my favorite one because this is where we actually start to formulate a relationship between the two. So I hope you guys come and stick around for that. Again, buy the book. I put the link in the description. I'm putting a link to my book, which is about journaling, because I want you guys to actually be able to process this, and I believe that journaling is a great way to do that. It's called Writing for My Life. I know I haven't told you guys the name of it in my other 2 videos because really I just wanted to focus on this book. But now, buy my book if you want to learn to start journaling. Buy this book because you want to follow along and support the book. And also I'm going to put the links to my social media. You want to follow me there, great, but if not, no worries. It's about other stuff on my social media, not really relating to this, but this is my baby, and I hope you guys keep following me for the content. I love you guys. Bye.